Okay, hello folks. I'm Moscow. If this is the first time you've joined us, welcome to the party. Otherwise, welcome back. If you haven't already, don't forget to follow the channel. Tonight we're going to be running Assassin's Creed Odyssey to continue our ongoing playthrough. As a quick recap, our heroine, Cassandra, is searching for her mother, Marini, at a symposium in Athens hosted by Pericles, the leader of Athens. Cassandra received 3 leads to follow. The Argive playwright Euripides suggested that Marini might have sought help from the physician Hippocrates. We followed up on that on last Friday's stream, so if you missed it, check out the archived video either here on my Twitch channel or over at my YouTube channel. There's a link in the channel About tab, or the Twitch channel About tab, to the YouTube channel. The Athenian statesman and general hedonist Alcibiades suggested that the Corinthian hetera Enthusa might have information about Myrrhine. We covered that questline during the September 1st stream, which should be archived here on Twitch for another week and is permanently over on YouTube. A key takeaway we learned from Enthusa was that Myrrhine won herself a ship named the Siren Song in a lucky dice throw. The last lead came from Aspasia, Pericles' lover and partner. She told us that in a former life, when she needed someone found or something done, she contracted a friend, the pirate Admiral Xenia. Xenia is in the island of Chaos. So, tonight, we're going to first be headed to Chaos to find Xenia, and then afterwards we'll be heading back to Athens, where Aspasia has promised to help Cassandra find Myrrhine. Okay. So, we are here at one of the ports in Argos, and we are going to be heading over to the island of Chaos.
Get in position to sail!
Commander at the helm!
How's everybody doing this evening? Are you ramming a merchant ship? Food is good, feeling limber is good, pizza is good. And the island ahead of us is the island of Chaos.
Salvage nearby. Shall we pick it up?
Of course we should pick it up. For novice, Why would we possibly leave salvage lying around?
Raise the sail! Ready oars for docking?
So piracy was a significant problem in, well, forgiven value of problem. The pirates didn't think it was a problem. In antiquity, the folks in Greece along the coast tended to have the wherewithal to do piracy if they were inclined, and the merchant trade tended to stay within sight of shore because ships didn't tend to have what was necessary to
I don't see any soldiers here.
right?
Only pirates.
Well,
They must
you
be
know
running the
why.
whole island.
Send all that cargo out there on the ocean.
No. Don't need to get attacked by pirates.
Don't take another step, Mistios.
Hey, I'm coming over.
No, we won't die today. But many of the first navies were raised specifically to deal with piracy rather than to fight other navies.
Hey! Don't fucking move! You'll be with Hades soon! There! I see her!
Just want to talk to your chief, your admiral.
I'm not giving up! I have you now!
Don't mind me.
I'll get you!
I mean, yes, I could kill them, but that sort of seems impolite. Come on, let me knock on the door. The meter at the very bottom there, that's my health bar. And it's going back and forth because and the yellow's going back and forth because I'm at the edge of where it's thinking I might be in combat. Okay, fine game. There we go.
Gods have mercy!
You want mercy?
Ah!
Those who trade in slaves anywhere on my island will be marked as slaves themselves, then hauled to Attica and fed to the system they tried to profit from. Get this scum out of my sight.
I thought all pirates were slavers.
And you are?
My name is Cassandra.
Well, Cassandra, we're all thought to be murderers too. So, tell me why I shouldn't kill you right here.
Yeah, in this time period, slavery was socially acceptable in just about all parts of Greece. So, Xenia's antipathy towards slave trade is a little bit unusual.
I came to find the great pirate Xenia. That's you, isn't it?
I like the sound of that. But what was your plan once you found me?
I came to offer you a deal.
Sneaking into my city is a strange way to make a first impression.
I needed to speak with you directly. I didn't think your pirates would just let me walk up and knock.
Then speak.
I'm looking for a woman. She left Sparta when I was a child.
I'll need more than that, Cassandra.
She has birthmarks on her arm that form the constellation Aquila.
Now, that is something I can work with. Just who exactly is this woman?
She's my mother. I haven't seen her since I was a child.
So, you're on a quest to find your family?
Something like that.
Then your path is not an easy one.
Aspasia's the one who sent me to find you.
Aspasia? Now why would she do that?
She said you might have information that could help me in my search.
You can have anything for the right price.
And what is that price?
One you can afford, I'm sure.
Yeah, so 15,000 drachmae would be a lot. That would take somewhere between 3 and 6 side quests to gather that much. Or, you can play the game several times over and just have several million drachmae sitting around the way I do.
Here, take your drachmae.
Nothing feels better than a heavy purse filled with coin.
The information I need. How long will it take?
I already have it.
You do?
Your Merini now sails under the name of Finicas. She started as a member of my crew, but we parted ways not too long ago.
I'm leaving soon,
Chaos is your home.
but this isn't my true calling, my purpose.
You might never find what you're looking for, Finicas.
I can't stop until I do.
You are a great pirate.
And you are an even greater friend. Don't forget me.
Do you know where she is now?
She sailed southeast with her crew in search of a greater calling.
She was part of your crew?
For a time,
Why did she leave?
much too interested in the politics of war. Waste of a good pirate, if you ask me. I haven't heard from her since she left.
Chaos is a long way from Sparta. How did your paths cross?
On the sea, long ago. In her, I saw a better life. In me, she found freedom. Together, we owned the waves.
I can't believe she was a pirate.
She's the kind of woman who, once she sets her mind to something, gets it done.
Thank you.
Home isn't a place. It's the people you're with. If you don't find what you're looking for, there's a place for you here.
Very generous of her
I should
to
have enough information now. I should head back to Athens to see Aspasia.
offer us a place there. So, back to Athens. And that said, we might just, first appropriate some drachmi and deal with Arpalos, one of the cult members on the island, before we head back. So, these are quests that we could normally take if we didn't have the 15,000 drachmi that Xenia wanted for the information. Watch for wild boar.
Off we go now.
And we'll grab
Let's
the
go.
synchronization points for fast travel in the future, since we're here. Some of these ships have definitely seen better days.
Ella.
Lions were a going concern in the Greek islands and the Peloponnesian Peninsula at this time. It wasn't until later that they were hunted to extinction. Come on. There we go. It's always easier to sneak into some place in the middle of the night. Apparently that was enough to complete a random side quest that was pending. Well, this could get interesting.
You're with me now.
Sure they won't miss that, right? So, they're gonna go and light the signal flare. That's going to end well for them. And that's why we set the alarm with the trap.
Another chink in the Athenian armor.
Cover doesn't work so well when your opponent has magical arrows that shoot through cover.
I should be extra careful in this area.
Okay, so now to get that synchronization point and that cultist and then that synchronization point, and then we can head to Athens. So, while I am running from point A to point B, anybody have any questions?
The reclining lion watches over chaos. Didn't see Xenia coming, did he?
I have some interesting trivia for later in the broadcast. I should probably save those guys for that core. Try to, anyway. Oops. That was not what I intended to do. I try and be nice. Every now and then it backfires. So this particular cultist is a member of the, not only of the Cult of Cosmos, but the followers of Ares, which I don't know that if there was a historical, specific followers of Ares cult of the sort that shows up in this game. But there were many different cults to different gods scattered throughout Greece in this time period. The Greek religion is not organized the way that we think of religions being now.
It feels good to strike you down.
Ares, as you will probably recall from high school classics, was the god of war. Now, the both Ares and Athena were gods of war. Ares tended to be more dealing with battle and bloodlust and whatnot, where Athena was dealing with strategy and the aspects of war that had more sort of cerebral components. She was, after all, also the goddess of wisdom. So now we head back to Athens.
Helm's all yours, Commander.
Less speed now! Speed up! Lower the sail!
There's salvage nearby.
Rowers! To your oars! Off we go now. Come on.
Help me.
You might remember from last stream the priests at the Sanctuary of Asclepios talking about there being lots of sick Athenians arriving and they're not being able to do anything. Well, turns out an epidemic has come to Athens.
Hippocrates, it's good you're here.
Is it? Look around you. Athens is dying.
What do you think is going on?
I don't know. What I do know is that it kills without discrimination. Rich, poor, philosopher or farmer, and I'm helpless to stop it.
What's happening to the victims?
Leaking, postulant rashes, raging fevers, pallid, sweaty skin. I find many dying in their own excrement.
Is there nothing that can be done?
I try and ease the suffering where I can. The plague is spreading through the victims' excretions. I'm sure of it. The bodies must be burned.
Your compassion for the people has always inspired me.
Unfortunately, compassion is all I have to give. The gods have shown me how arrogant I had become.
We're only mortal, and the gods like to remind us whenever they can.
I need help burning the bodies, Cassandra. Fanatics are roaming the streets trying to stop me in my work.
What fanatics?
The followers of Ares. Superstitious fools. They believe burning the dead is sacrilege and attacked me. Can you believe it?
These followers of Ares don't worry me. I'll help burn the bodies. May you reach Hades safely. That's all of them.
Plague control at its most basic. Burning bodies in the streets.
Better stay hidden.
So the Plague of Athens, which occurred in 430 and 429 BCE, killed somewhere between 75,000 and 100,000 people. We don't know precisely what disease caused it. While it's been traditionally identified as being an outbreak of bubonic plague, scholars now believe that it may very well have either been typhus or a viral hemorrhagic fever like Ebola. Ultimately, we'll probably never know what caused it because it happened long enough ago that any DNA or RNA evidence that might have been in the bodies has long since degraded.
Cassandra! Cassandra, you're back. Gotta run, sorry. Wait, where? I'll be right back. See you at Aspasias.
Sometimes I think you are too much like me.
Friends, I know you're angry, and you have the right to be. Why do they hide in their houses and not quell the chaos that's come to Athens? Understand, Pericles is a sick man. Don't blame him for that. Blame him for bringing this curse that grips our once great city. We are Athenians. We settle our disputes democratically. But there comes a time when words are not enough, and the people must take action. Athens' name would...
Cassandra, it's good to have you back.
I've never seen anything like this.
Those who aren't killed by the plague run wild in the streets. Death is rampant, and it's only a warning. We have ignored what truly plagues us for too long. Cleon.
How can you worry about him at a time like this?
Under his reign, Athens will lose the freedom and glory that has put it on the world stage. It is time to turn my words into actions.
How?
You will find out as soon as I do.
Raise your voices! I promise you, you won't be ignored any longer!
I didn't expect to see you.
What do you think you're doing? You're driving this mob to madness.
This is nothing! I will make Athens great again!
Aspasia.
Oh, Cassandra. You returned to Athens. What's left of Athens, the world we've built, is crumbling at our feet.
It's bleak, but it hasn't killed you.
You're right. But everything Pericles has built is being destroyed. It's chaos outside these walls. People have forgotten how to be people.
I came to talk to you. I found out some things about my mother. Her name, her shape.
Cassandra, it's not the time. Pericles is dying. He won't see me. He won't let Hippocrates in his room. He only babbles about going to his precious Parthenon.
Pericles is a strong man. I'm sure he can fight the sickness.
You heard the mob. He can't defend himself. He'll die with no glory.
Athens has known him a lot longer than they've known this plague. He gave them a voice. His accomplishments will speak for him.
Pericles needs treatment, and the gods know he won't let me in. He respects you. Could you go to him?
I could try.
If you do, I will make the time to talk about your mother. For now, he needs your help.
It's worth a shot.
Gods help me. I can't move.
Aspasia, my light. I told you.
It's Cassandra.
Yes. Come in. It's embarrassing. Someone so strong. Seeing me like this.
You look healthy as ever.
Tell Aspasia that. She won't worry so much about me.
I brought your drugs.
Ah, yes. It's usually Phoebe who does the delivering. At least I'm alive. Though I can't say the same for my city.
It's a shadow of what it was.
Well, it will belong to Cleon now. He will have to lift it out of its sorry state. I wish to see it with my own eyes. Come to the balcony. Much has changed. I can't even stand up straight to look death in the eye.
You'll recover sooner if you let Hippocrates see you.
It's my time.
The plague chooses no favorites. I fear I've failed Athens. Its people, Aspasia.
No, you haven't.
Ah, you're kind, but I've lost. Aspasia needs protection, as does Athens. I thought I gave enough to Athena, but it seems it isn't so. I should be out there, on the streets.
You'd be overtaken. There are mobs, and Cleon's doing nothing to calm them.
Thank the gods, Cleon won't see me like this. But that's all I can thank the gods for. They've turned on me.
It's not the gods' fault. It's the world. It's turned upside down.
Athens' fate is decreed. All we can do now is wait.
You should go back inside. You need to rest.
Where I should be is in the Parthenon, my greatest legacy to Athens. We need the gods' blessing. But Aspasia...
Aspasia's right.
She often is. But not about this. Yes. I'll go inside. Thank you, Cassandra. Tell my Aspasia I was a good boy and took my drugs.
I will. Pericles let me in. He took his drugs without complaint.
Thank you.
Something wrong?
I expected Phoebe back by now.
I saw her in the crowds outside. Did you send her somewhere?
I had her go to Anastasios to see about a ferry. As soon as Pericles is strong enough, we're leaving Athens. We have to.
But now she's missing.
I'm sure she's all right.
Aspasia, there's a plague. You've seen the streets. She's just a child.
Give her the credit she deserves. She's more of a fighter than I was at her age.
I told Pericles the cult is in Athens. It's too dangerous.
The cult? I thought it was the sickness talking.
I'm going to look for her. Where is Anastasios' house?
It's across from the Odeon of Pericles.
Here.
We'll bypass the mob at the front gate. So one of the things that compounded the problems with the plague in Athens was the fact that the people of the countryside of Attica had for the most part been evacuated into the city walls because the Spartans were burning and ravaging the countryside as they lay siege. So in addition to being a major metropolitan area itself, it was also suffering from major overcrowding.
This looks like the place.
Not sure why you're being stuck there, Phobos, but okay.
By the gods! What happened here?
Something tells me that the plague did not kill these folks.
I'm glad Phoebe wasn't here. Hopefully she's safe.
Deimos must be carrying through on his threat. This was savage. Done to send a message. Phoebe! No! Hey! Stop! Phoebe! Phoebe! No, 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 no. Ella. Earth, Mother of all, I greet you. Ανιάζω.
Cassandra! Are you all right?
I need to speak to Aspasia.
We must find Pericles first. He's missing.
I don't fucking care! Tell me where Aspasia is!
Cassandra!
I'm sorry, Phoebe.
Aspasia went to find Pericles at the Parthenon. She should be there. I think we'd better go with her.
I agree, my friend. I agree.
Poor Phoebe. Did not deserve to have that happen to her. As Cassandra told Phoebe back on Kefalonia, sometimes good people die for no good reason, and there's nothing you can do about it.
There you are, Cassandra. Quickly, Pericles may be inside. What's gotten into you?
Phoebe is dead. She's dead because you sent her to do your work!
No, it's not true. Phoebe wanted to go. She told me she would be all right.
And you believe that child?
You know Phoebe. She wouldn't have taken no for an answer. It was out of my hands.
Out of your hands? You sent her away! You could have protected her!
What I asked of her was needed to protect Pericles. She lived to help others, Cassandra. She lived to help you.
It's a tragedy. She should be here.
Of course she should. But you know the cost of living this life.
I do. But did Phoebe?
Aspasia, you're here.
Any sign of Pericles?
If he's here, he's inside praying. He refused to stay safe in the villa.
Things have gotten even worse in the Agora. It's madness.
Speak later and act now. Pericles?
Go!
I'm going to destroy everything you ever created. Athens is mine.
Pericles!
Stay out of my way.
All is lost now.
He was a great man. Perhaps greater than we even knew.
We need to get her out of Athens.
We'll take my ship. We have to leave. Don't let him die in vain.
Never. We have to move quickly.
Stay close, just in case.
Stop! Cleon has ordered that no one leave Athens. And he wants Aspasia brought to him.
I'm not going.
Leave!
Don't let them go.
Still standing?
Well, that was embarrassing, but it happens. Just goes to show, even I get killed sometimes.
We have to move quickly. Stay close, just in case.
Try that again.
Stop! Cleon has ordered that no one leave Athens. And he wants Aspasia brought to him.
I'm not going.
Leave!
Don't let them go.
You asked how he got me. On this difficulty level, it doesn't take very many hits for me to get killed.
We're going to stay, Cassandra.
What? Why?
My work is here. I can't leave the Athenians in the state they're in.
You don't need us to protect Aspasia. Leave Athens to us.
You saw what happened to Pericles. You want the same to happen to you?
If every dissenting voice disappears, the people won't turn against him. They need me here.
You're sure?
I have lived as an Athenian, and I will die as an Athenian.
Then do something for me. Both of you.
Of course.
Retrieve Phoebe's body. Give her a proper burial.
Everything she deserves, and more.
Thank you.
Time to go, Cassandra.
And I expect to see you both again. Alive.
Funeral rites were very, very important for the ancient Greeks. So that request was not an idle one on Cassandra's part.
The farther we get from Athens, the quieter it grows, as though it's peaceful. But I know better.
I'm sorry, Aspasia. About Pericles. And Athens.
You have no need to apologize. For anything.
It feels like I let everyone down. I didn't get to them quick enough. I didn't make the right decisions.
It's not your fault. There's no one to blame but the cult of Cosmos.
About Phoebe.
No, allow me. Phoebe was my responsibility. I should have kept her closer to me. It was a mistake.
No. I wanted to apologize. It wasn't your fault. I'm sorry.
Yet another murder to the cult's credit.
I'll make each of them beg for mercy before I kill them.
That time will come. For now, let us look to the future. Do you have a heading?
I was hoping you would help me with that.
Yes, of course. This woman.
Phoenicas. Her ship was called Siren Song.
Phoenicas. Yes, I know the name. Last anyone heard, her ship was docked on the island of Naxos.
Then we go to Naxos to see Phoenicas.
Yes, poor Phoebe was killed by the cult. And now we head to the island of Naxos. sort of bobbing along like a cork here.
Heavily armed. Are you sure we are ready to attack?
Start throwing! Spears at the ready!
Lots of pirates. Don't think they're gonna catch us though.
Hey, again! We address their needs to sail once more!
Fight them for all you're worth!
So the ships with black sails are all pirates.
Get the oars out! Whoa! Let's move! Reduce speed!
Not sure why the Athenian ship is attacking us.
Your heartbeat is as loud as the sea itself.
We're approaching Naxos.
Are you excited?
Nervous? What will I say to her?
Cassandra!
They'll keep a sharp watch here.
You heard? The commander's sister is visiting.
Well, that ship was just moved over.
I won't be intimidated. Stock the barracks and double the patrols. If Paros is sending them, I want to know the moment they make landfall.
Yes, Archon.
But Archon, please, the
Xerxes,
merchants have...
I understand your concerns. But protecting the town and the quarries is what's most important. You may all go. The meeting is over. Cassandra. How? When I closed my eyes, I could still see you falling. I thought I had lost you. Alexios is alive. They have him, don't they? I rebuilt my life from ashes. Do you understand? Now you tell me you're alive. You're both alive. It's really you. It's not some trick of the gods. No, I found you. Your brother. We have to get him back. He's too far gone. I gave up on you both once. Never again.
How did you... I have a lot of questions.
I think we both do. But ask. I'll answer what I can.
I want to know about my real father.
How did you know?
I was told.
Nikolaos. You saw him.
In Megaris, yes.
Nikolaos was your father. He was the man who raised you. Until he took his Spartan duty too far.
He mentioned another. What can you tell me about him?
I always hoped you would never need to discover the truth. But there are things you need to know if we are to stop the cult.
What do you mean?
He sought me out before I knew your Nikolaos. I've not heard from him in a long time. What's wrong?
Soldiers from Paros just made landfall in the cove. A small force, maybe a dozen.
Malaka. Timo, gather the troops. Questions will have to wait, Lamb.
I want to help.
I assume you can use those weapons?
Better than when you last saw me.
Good. Come.
Who is attacking?
Paros, across the bay. Seems Silanos has finally grown tired of sharing the marble trade.
Why now?
We've always had problems with
Come on.
Paros. I expected an attack, just not so soon.
I guess the time for talking is over.
Allies often forget their allegiances when opportunity beckons.
Why are you working with Sparta, given all that's happened?
Paros made an alliance with the Athenians, so they left me little choice.
You needed support.
A rivalry with Paros is one thing, but they turned it into a war. Their partnership with Athens was too much to weather for Naxos alone.
Get our fighting outfit on.
There's always been a rivalry between the islands. After all, Naxos used to control Paros and Andros. They're envious of our craftsmen, too.
And now?
They think they deserve expansion. Their oligarch demands their wings spread wide. But we'll clip their wings before that happens.
They don't know who they're up against.
You remind me of Nikolaos. You fight just like him. Ruthless and cunning. He would be proud.
I've never forgotten what you both taught me. I had a good education.
I wanted you to be unstoppable. And you are.
What happened to you in Nargolis after that night?
I found your brother and rushed to a young doctor's apprentice, Hippocrates. I thought I'd lost you. I wasn't ready to lose you both.
I spoke with him recently. That night still haunts him.
I was heartbroken when the healers in Asclepios told me Alexios was dead. The two of you were my whole world.
But he did live. They lied to you.
They must have realized he was special and handed him over to the cult.
We'll save him from the cult, Mother. We'll get him back.
The cult is insidious. Once they have their claws in, they don't let go. I fear he is beyond saving.
I found you, didn't I? I know we can save him. Together. What happened to you in Nargolis after that night?
I found your brother and rushed to a young doctor's
Didn't mean to click
apprentice,
that one again.
Hippocrates. I thought I'd lost.
I spoke with...
I was hurt, but he did. They...
We'll save him from the...
The cult is insidious.
I found you, did...
There we go.
I don't understand why the cult targeted our family.
There are many reasons, Lam.
What did we ever do to them?
Now that we're reunited, it's more a question of what we could do to them.
They fear us.
Your ancestors have been a thorn in their side for generations. They've decided we need to be eliminated to ensure their plans come to fruition.
The cult will pay for all they've done to our family and the Greek world.
You are mighty, Lam, but you cannot defeat that beast with sword and spear alone.
I'll use any weapon I can to make them suffer as we have.
You can't defeat them with sword and spear alone, she says. Yeah, watch me.
I know you left Sparta, but how did you end up on this island?
I couldn't stand by Nikolaos after what he did. I had to get out of Sparta.
So why here?
I saw an opportunity to help people, to grow something. I was elected to rule and protect this island from those who would ruin what we've built.
You've done some incredible things. Naxos is lucky to have you as its leader.
It's not been without its difficulties, but I'm proud of what we've achieved.
It's a pity there aren't more leaders like you. Let's continue this discussion somewhere the smell of death doesn't linger.
Ride with me.
Ella. The island is beautiful.
It is. Sparta has nothing on Naxian beaches.
Sparta. All I remember is the bottom of Mount Taygetos.
When I brought you to the Pythia as a baby, she never said we would live on Mount Me. She said you had such promise.
The Pythia can't predict everything. Your general acted quickly, raising the alarm.
Timo knows Paris is a threat. They make their business clear.
They can't be more clear than sending soldiers. There's no treaty?
Maybe there was, but it's long over. Now there's no mistaking them for anything but the enemy.
An enemy I could help you defeat.
We'll discuss that later. But I think you're right. The temple's coming along, Evandros.
It will stay in ruins if we don't secure more donations. Soldiers can't get all the funds.
They can if you don't want the temple destroyed by our enemy. But I'll see what I can do.
It's a good deed restarting construction. Ligdamis was a great man who deserves reverence.
His battles against corruption and oligarchy are lessons we all should remember. I do intend to finish the temple.
Thank you, Phoenix.
What a strange day it has been.
But a good one.
I've certainly had worse.
Me too.
You have grown into a remarkable woman, but I see the burden you carry on your shoulders.
Finding you has lessened it, I think.
I'm glad, but I have wondered why the gods chose to reunite us now.
I think they felt it was about time our family found each other again.
If we want to be truly united, we have to find Alexios and rescue him from the cult's grasp.
They are the source of all our pain, and they will cause more to many others unless we act.
I put that life behind me the moment I left Sparta. I have Naxos to worry about now.
Let me help you here. We can safeguard Naxos and then hunt down the cult together.
Myrrine, the symposium is about to start.
By the gods. I'm sorry, my sweet. I forgot. Prepare the horses. I'll be out shortly.
The symposium?
I need to show the people their leader is strong and in control. Sometimes the face we show to the world needs to be one of strength, despite the chaos we harbor beneath. I will help you stop the cult, but before I can leave Naxos, I have to ensure it will survive without me.
What do you need?
Paros has to be dealt with. We need to weaken their position. Once they're vulnerable, they will make a reckless decision and we will strike.
What did you have in mind?
We must force the Paros fleet to engage us and destroy it. But my admiral, Aeneas, is missing. His ship was sailing for Paros to engage in peace talks, and he never returned.
Don't worry. I'll find him.
If you need me, I'll be at the symposium. Although, try to look less intimidating should you choose to pay me a visit.
Look less intimidating. Yes, that is, that is totally something that we can easily do. Also, I find it amusing that that soldier has taken a bounty out on her head for having gone and fought the Athenians who landed. So we'll handle the synchronization point, and then we'll go track down that admiral. That's where we're going. So, Paros, the island of Paros is the island that is over there. That one.
What happened on Naxos? Did you find your mother?
I found her, Mother.
Wonderful! Maybe now we can kick back and relax.
But I have bad news. We know the cult of Cosmos poisons everything they touch, but now even Sparta's in their grasp. They'll have everyone fighting like dogs until the world is back to the Dark Ages. I have to stop them.
Then that's where we'll sail to next.
I'm glad you're with me.
When she says back to the Dark Ages, the Greek Dark Ages were a period of several hundred years during which there was large-scale civilizational collapse all throughout the ancient world, from Egypt in the south through the Near East, in all up and through the Mediterranean. And that ship looks like it has seen better days.
You're the only survivor?
They took prisoners. I was too far gone to carry back to Paros.
What happened?
We came to talk peace with Paros. They ambushed us.
What of your captain, Aeneas?
Took him.
If Paros has him, where would he be?
They joked about tying him atop the quarry and letting the sun soften him up.
Why keep him alive?
Leverage. They know he's important to Finicas.
I'll get him.
Make them pay.
Very considerate of him to not die until we'd gotten information from him.
There's Aeneas. He's in bad shape.
Quite a few troops at this quarry. Aren't kidding when they call it fortified.
Come on. Let's go.
Bacon. Probably restock my quiver before going up there.
They'll be watching for me. I need to be careful.
Is someone there?
Is someone there? Come up and take a look.
Nothing? I could have sworn.
Oh, that's pretty with the full moon rising there.
Τι λαμβάνει χώρα?
You're a hard man to kill.
I know she wouldn't abandon me. Quick, let's get out of here.
Freedom at last. May the gods fight with you.
Thank you, Miss Theos. I hope Phoenix pays you well for this.
Remind her for me.
Something's wrong with Paros. More than usual. Strange things are afoot.
What did you see?
There were others. Not the Paros type. One had a mask. Never seen that before.
A mask?
I couldn't tell who he was. Time to get off this godforsaken island. I know my way back.
You should tell Phoenix what you saw.
I'll report to her at once.
A mask. Cult of Cosmos just keep turning up everywhere. So, time to lower Paros Nation power some more.
Τι γίνεται?
Beautiful white Parian marble. Should I add some Spartan red?
Do you even have to ask, Cassandra? Of course you should add some Spartan red.
Trust me! I mean, you're dead.
Yeah, that really looks like fun. Somewhere around here, there's a... Yep, there it is. Where's this captain? There he is. And the other Athenians are completely oblivious to the fact that, our doppelganger just dropped out of the sky and killed their captain. See if we can get out of there without dying. We did it! I guess the synchronization points at the statue there. So we are about 10 minutes shy of when I had planned on stopping the stream. If people are continuing to enjoy things, I'm fine with playing out the conclusion of the Naxos quest line, or we can call it around time when at the top of the hour when I said I would finish. Do people have a preference as to whether we go into overtime or not?
Did you not hear what I said? These are their most skilled killers. You cannot stay in the public eye. They'll find you.
I understand you perfectly. But I also need to be seen. The propagandist did his job well. I need more support to attack Paros.
I've seen too many people die already. Please, come away from here.
Spasia, what brings you here?
Cassandra, read the room, my dear.
I'm interrupting. Please, continue your discussion. It sounds fascinating.
I've just come to tell your mother that the cult's elite forces are after her, and that this place is too open.
And I've been telling Aspasia I need to appear in public to maintain the support of the citizens.
You want me to handle the cult soldiers?
Not only that. My people won't believe Paros is behind this without proof. I need you to find it.
Of course.
Good. And I'll make the rounds here. Shore up my support. Be careful. They're dangerous.
I know. I'll get her out of here safely.
Where do your sources say I should start looking?
I'd try the caves under Mount Zas. The cultists are so enamored with their own mysticism. It's predictable enough for them.
I don't think anyone sent to kill you is going to admit who they're working for.
You're right. Physical proof is better. I'm sure you can find something.
Of course. I'd be happy to help you both. I'll see you again later.
So Mount Zas, which takes its name from Zeus, is the caves are where Zeus supposedly was raised while hiding from his father, the Titan Kronos, who had... It had been prophesied that one of Kronos' children would depose him, so he proceeded to eat his children as soon as they were all born. Except Zeus managed to get away. And, of course, this being prophecy in Greek mythology, Zeus did in fact end up deposing Kronos. And following his killing Kronos, he freed his siblings, Hades and Hera and Poseidon and the rest, from Kronos' corpse.
A cave entrance. There and there.
Classical mythology was not for the faint of heart.
Me. All stamped with the seal of Paros. And a letter? It's some kind of code.
That architecture doesn't look normal or particularly human. Almost like it's the same place that our spear came from. stranger, I can answer that. Long-standing gaming friends. We've been doing multiplayer gaming for years. Let's go, Phobos.
Come on.
Nah, my dad isn't on Twitch.
The cult soldiers were paid with Rachmi from Paros.
Well, I could hardly ask for clearer proof. This will settle some scores. Take this to the Merchants Guild. Tell them it's the proof I promised. And tell them they can keep the coins.
Of course. There was also this. I assume it's their orders.
I recognize this. It's an old dialect. The cult must use it to communicate with one another.
You can read it?
This money isn't from Silanos. It's from someone in Sparta.
That's not possible.
I can translate it for you, but these orders come from a Spartan king.
The Spartan nobility has always resisted the cult.
The cult is like water. Any crack in the stone and they'll get in.
Sparta stands against corruption.
Sparta has changed since we were there. Corruption spreads everywhere, as Aspasia says, even to Sparta. They want to instill discipline across the Greek world while they rot from within. They're focused on the wrong enemy.
I am still Spartan. And so are you.
Are you really?
I have responsibilities here. Paros needs to be stopped. But then, yes, I will go back. You may speak.
Ships from Paros have blockaded the harbor.
God curse Silanos and his damned cult! Do they never tire of meddling? Ah! Tell them I'm on my way.
A blockade?
I've refused to pay tribute to Athens, and Paros is taking advantage of the situation. There goes our hope of striking first.
I can bring my ship around and clear the harbor.
Just you against an entire blockade?
You're right. It's terrible odds for Paros.
Be safe, and come back to me, lamb.
I mean, you know, we did sink the Athenian blockade outside Megaris because they were in the way. Why shouldn't we be able to sink the Athenian blockade at Naxos? Moral of the story? Don't be in the way. very well done multiplayer component, which people still play.
Increase speed! Watch them, Commander! They're heading this way!
Now, these flamethrowers. Off you go. Come on, take command. Thank you.
Ready to shoot! Ready! Hit them with your spear! Get those flames down! Last speed! Shoot when ready! Ready yourself!
So the
On my lead!
prow-mounted flamethrowers a bit anachronistic. Greek fire wasn't something that was being used until the Byzantines came along. But the rest of this is not entirely unreasonable depiction of what naval combat at this time looked like. Apparently I have more stuff than I can carry. Yep, slam into each other, and if you can sink the ship by ramming, fantastic. If you can't, then strap each other together, strap the ships together and treat it like you would a land battle.
Ready yours! Slow the ship!
Yeah, there's a history of naval combat in the Assassin's Creed franchise. I'm pretty sure that this is the only one that's not particularly anachronistic, though.
The harbor is clear. We need to move out before they send reinforcements.
We're almost ready. Timo?
The ships are loading now. They'll be ready on your command.
Cassandra? A word.
Is something wrong?
Besides the attacks on my island and the cult's meddling? No. But we must speak privately.
Whatever you need.
The cult must be stopped. When we return to Laconia, it will be dangerous.
I'm used to it. We both are.
Here, I know who I can and cannot trust. I would have said that about Sparta too, but this news about the king.
Did Aspasia find out which of the kings is working with the cult?
For all we know, it's both. We must cleanse Sparta of its corruption, no matter the cost.
So it's worth noting that Sparta had two kings who ruled together. And then also that Myrine is the daughter of King Leonidas of Sparta, as in Leonidas I, the Spartan king who died at the Battle of Thermopylae with the 300. And presumably, although it's never established, Queen Gorgo of Sparta. So the at least one of the kings would be directly related to both Myrine and Cassandra. So her concern about the corruption and the fact that one or both of the kings are working with the cult would be personal as well as strictly business.
At least now, we can face them together.
Yes. For all that those bastards tried to take from us, and your brother. We will find him. Come see me when you're ready. Are you ready to sail?
Where to?
We're going to destroy the fleet of Paros once and for all. Only then will Naxos be secure enough for us to leave.
I'm ready.
Then I leave this to you.
With your shield. Or on it.
And now we strike a blow to the cult.
Ready to sail!
We are pulling up to that salvage!
Get that sail down!
So a heavy trireme, a light trireme, a bireme, and a pentaconsor. One of each of the different types of ships that show up in this game.
Ready! We've got them!
And gearing up Brahma!
Forward! We've reached full speed!
So the drifting that we've been doing, where I'll have the oars hold on one side of the Adrestia to allow it to rapidly change direction. That is historically accurate. Oh, I should point out that at this time, essentially nobody who served underneath these ships could be expected to know how to swim. Not the Marine complement who'd be on the deck of 50 to 80.
Paros must be stopped.
Not the several hundred rowers, depending upon what size ship you're talking about. The Athenian Navy was very democratic. Those who served in it, it did not matter what class they came from. Somebody who was great importance might serve as a rower. Somebody who was of low birth might serve as a captain.
Keep up the speed! Slower rowers! Ready, shoot!
Per the comment earlier about not wanting to be on something that was intentionally going to ram another vessel, it was one of the most assured ways of making sure that a ship would sink. You know, force equals mass times acceleration. The ship is big and heavy, and you get it going at any appreciable speed, it's going to do an awful lot of damage when it hits, and they'd have prows, like you can see right there or right there, which were specifically designed for doing significant damage when they impacted the enemy vessel and pierced the hull.
We're taking losses! Someone get to those positions!
Sails up!
Now! Archers! We need you! Spear them! We're taking damage from the flames! Speed up! Slow! Archers! Take your
That sort of flame seem to have accrued rather a large bounty on our head. Should probably pay that off. And then once we've cleared this quest line, we will call the stream for the evening. So, while we're sailing back, a couple of housekeeping things. I want to thank everybody for joining us this evening, and I hope to see you all again next time. Next stream on the schedule is going to be this Friday evening from 7 o'clock until 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So if you don't forget to follow the channel if you've not done so already. Streams are archived here on Twitch for 14 days, and then permanently over at the YouTube channel. There's a link to the YouTube channel under the About tab in Twitch. Or in this Twitch channel, I mean. So, feel free to check that out. You can see all of the archived streams to date.
Naxos seems secure.
We have done great things together for its people.
But now, we must look beyond these shores and destroy the cult.
They are everywhere and nowhere. Their followers are without number. Where do we start?
We cut the heads off the beast one at a time until they are blind and defenseless.
Sparta.
Sparta?
I still have influence there, and allies. We can rally around our home and cleanse it of their influence as an example to the world.
It will be dangerous. Their hold on Sparta is strong.
Don't you think it's time we returned?
Together.
I have only a few more things to do here.
As soon as you're ready, we'll set sail for Laconia.
I think there's something you should do first.
What?
You need to find your father.
Who is he?
He's a difficult man to describe. He's many things, but the only way to truly know him is to meet him yourself.
So you won't tell me now?
There are details only he can provide. I hope when you meet him, you understand. You'll find what you need on the island of Thera. I've given your navigator the course. I'll see you in Laconia.
I'll be there.
May Poseidon keep you safe.
Safe journeys. Thera. What's this?
So, next time we will head to Thera to meet Cassandra's father, and then from there on to Sparta. So, I hope everyone has enjoyed the stream as much as I've enjoyed playing it, and I wish everyone a good evening, and I will see you on Friday, I hope.